name's Tyson Martins. I'm in recovery right now. I lived 14 years in debauchery and insanity and alcohol and drug addiction, and I found my higher power and found some purpose in life and was saved from that life. So I'm feeling good. If you wouldn't mind, like, subscribe to my YouTube channel. But here we go. We're going to kick it off. This is a series I'm doing just about dealing with stress, depression, and all that stuff in life. It's called Don't Sweat the Small Stuff. So this is episode 7, and this is called Do Not Interrupt Others or Finish Their Sentences. Y'all know this is going to be a good one because why? Because we all do it. So here we go. I read a little bit, and then we talk about it. It's just short, like 1 minute read here, so don't worry. We're going to have some fun. It wasn't until a few years ago that I realized how often I interrupted others and or finished their sentences. Shortly thereafter, I realized how destructive this habit was, not only to respect and love that I received from others, but also for the tremendous amount of energy it takes to try to be in two heads at once. Think about it for a moment. When you hurry someone along, interrupt someone, or finish his or her sentences, you have to keep track not only of your thoughts, but those of the person you're interrupting as well. This tendency, which by the way is extremely common in busy people, encourages both parties to speed up their speech and their thinking. This, in turn, makes both people nervous, irritable, and annoyed. It's downright exhausting. You know what? It is. You ever been in a conversation with somebody and you walked away and like, that was just an odd conversation. And you didn't even know why. Well, this is why. When I read this, I was thinking, this is why sometimes conversations are odd or weird between people, because you're trying to interrupt them or complete their sentences. That's why they say, some of the best speakers are the best listeners, which I'm trying to get better at listening because I want to go out and speak more. So I have found this to be very true. In the walk that I'm on recently, God has given me some contentment and a lot of peace. And I spend a lot more of my time at dinners and stuff listening to the conversation, not to respond even at all, just listening to the conversation. And that's paid dividends. I think then when you do have something to say, you have collected thoughts, you have your process put together, and people respect that, and you're perceived better. So that's something to think about, because it is exhausting when conversations are just going awry. It is also the cause of many arguments, because if there is one thing everyone resents, it's someone who doesn't listen to what they're saying. And how can you really listen to what someone is saying when you are speaking for that person? Isn't that true? I mean, come on. I think we can all relate to that in our relationships, huh? Once you begin noticing yourself interrupting others, you'll see this and that insidious tendency is nothing more than an innocent habit that has become invisible to you. This is good news, because it means that all of you really have to do is to begin to catch yourself when you forget. Remind yourself before a conversation begins, if possible. Remind yourself before a conversation. I love that. I have started doing that. Well, when I sit down to read, or if I know I'm going to have to talk to somebody, I'll just be like, I'll take a deep breath and I'll just try to zone in and really not think about nothing. I try to just totally not think about anything other than listening to what they have to say. And first of all, you'll understand people better, which I think this is what the world needs, right? Maybe if we could all do this, listen a little more, we'd all be a lot better off. But so many times arguments and situations and conflicts start because one party or both parties are not listening to each other. They're just wanting to say what they think, because you know how we are. We always think our way is the best way. Boy, I tell you what, if you could go out and lose your ego and gain some humility, life will get way easier. You want to know how I know? That's what I did. And it has gotten a lot better. If possible, to be patient and wait, tell yourself to allow others to finish speaking before you take your turn. You'll notice right away how much of the interactions with the people in your life will improve as a direct result of this simple act. The people you communicate with will feel much more relaxed around you When they feel heard and listened to, you'll also notice how much more relaxed you'll feel when you stop interrupting others. That's true. I feel way more relaxed now in conversations. More confident, more relaxed, more at peace. That's very true. Your heart and your pulse rate slows down, and you'll begin to enjoy your conversations rather than rush through them. This is an easy way to become a more relaxed, loving person. Yes, amen. I used to get nervous talking to people, and I didn't know why, because most of the time I didn't. I didn't understand that. Well, when somebody would come talk to me, especially like an owner of my company or something like that, I would kind of get nervous because I would think that I would need to respond something smart to them. So I'd be listening and trying to figure out how to respond. Well, now when they come talk to me, I just listen, and maybe I have a response, maybe I don't. But having confidence, not cockiness, just having confidence in yourself and knowing you're at peace and you're content, and like they say, if you got God, you got a friend. I find that to be true. So I don't know if it's from the good Lord above or whatever, but my confidence in conversations is just better. I don't, and I think maybe just being humble and losing a good chunk of my ego has helped, because I know I don't have to respond. I don't have to seem smart. I don't have to seem funny. I don't have to seem entertaining. Somebody comes and talks to me, they come and talk to me, and if I have something to add or respond, then I will. But I think about it longer. I'd say I analyze and I answer with confidence if it's a question. Just really try to take my time listening to people, and it's gotten a lot better in a lot of many ways. That is for sure. So this was episode 7 of Don't Sweat the Small Stuff. It's all small stuff, baby. Hey, please subscribe and like my channel, and go check out the other episodes. They're all just about 10 to 8 minutes long, somewhere in there. I'm enjoying doing this. Show me some support. I'd appreciate it. And y'all have a blessed day. And remember, lose your ego, and remember, love reciprocates. This is Tyson Martins and the Just Good Living Podcast. Signing out. Sayonara. Y'all have a good day. We will be back tomorrow with episode 8. It is going to be do something nice for someone else and do not tell anybody about it. Ooh, I like this. Talks about this in the Bible a lot. So, love y'all. We'll talk to you later.